Have you ever experienced this feeling? Your phone vibrates on the table, and instead of excitement, you feel a sharp pang of anxiety shooting down your spine. You see 20 missed calls, dozens of messages asking the same repetitive questions. Where are you? Have you eaten yet? Why aren't you answering me? Have you ever felt like a terrible person for wanting to scream, "Please, just leave me alone," only to immediately be crushed by guilt because you know they are doing it because they love you? We often praise caring as the ultimate human virtue, but there is a very thin, very dangerous line between nurturing and monitoring. Today, we aren't talking about villains, we are talking about the overcarers, those who love too much and too hard. Those who, with the best intentions, build a cage made of silk. It's soft, it's warm, but it's impossible to breathe inside. Overcaring never shows up looking like aggression. It always wears the mask of absolute devotion. But if you look closer, you'll see the signs of what is actually emotional invasion. The information addiction. They don't just want to know if you're okay. They want to hold the GPS coordinates of your entire life. Who are you with? Why are they there? What time will you be back? Their care isn't about sharing a life with you. It's about managing a database of your movements. They feel at peace only when they have 100% of the data. The theft of autonomy. This is the most subtle sign. When you try to do something, they jump in. "Let me do that, you'll just make a mess." Or, "I already talked to so-and-so, you should do it this way instead." By helping you with everything, they unknowingly strip away your most sacred human right, the right to try, the right to fail, and the right to grow from those failures. Weaponized sacrifice. "I stayed up all night worrying about you." Or, "I gave up my career for you." They turn their care into an emotional ledger, a bill that you can never fully pay off. And when you finally try to set a boundary or do something different, they present that bill to make you bow your head in shame. To truly understand these people, we have to look past the saintly exterior. Overcarers are usually people carrying a deep internal void. The anxious soul. In their eyes, the world is a forest filled with traps. They don't believe in your ability to protect yourself, and more tragically, they don't believe in their own. Controlling you is actually a self-soothing mechanism for their own terror. If they know exactly what you are doing, the screaming anxiety inside them finally goes quiet for a moment. Addicted to being needed. Some people don't know who they are unless they are fixing someone else. Their self-worth is built entirely on your dependence. If you become strong, independent, and capable, they feel abandoned and useless. They need you to be weak or vulnerable so they have a reason to exist. The dissolving of boundaries. For them, the concept of me and you has melted away. They view their loved ones as an extension of their own body. Just as they would check their own pulse, they feel they have the right to check your phone, read your diary, and intervene in your most private thoughts without seeing it as a violation. No one wakes up wanting to be the police of someone else's life. It almost always stems from a story they haven't finished telling themselves. The abandonment reflex. Many overcarers experienced a traumatic loss or were abandoned in their childhood. This creates a survival reflex. Hold on tight, grip them close, and they can't leave. The tighter they squeeze, the safer they feel, not realizing that a grip too tight eventually crushes the life out of the thing they love. Generational echoes. Many were raised in households where control was the only definition of love. Their parents loved them through suffocation, so they believe that's the only way to prove they care. They are victims of a psychological legacy they haven't yet learned how to break. The void of personal purpose. This is a heartbreaking reality. When a person has no personal passions, no inner world, or no hobbies, they pour 100% of their life force into a project, and that project is you. You become their entire universe, their only hobby, and their only mission. That is a weight too heavy for any human being to carry. Overcaring is like trying to hold a handful of sand. The more you panic and squeeze your fist, the faster the sand slips through your fingers. The price of the silk cage. The person being cared for eventually loses their identity. They start lying just to have a moment of peace. They either become paralyzed by indecision or explode in extreme rebellion. Meanwhile, the carer lives in a state of constant exhaustion and resentment, wondering, Why am I so good to them, yet they keep pushing me away? The final lesson. Loving someone isn't about dissolving into them, it's about standing beside them. Real care is when you give someone the room to breathe and the faith to fall. It's about learning to be silent when they need to think, and learning to stay at a distance when they need to walk on their own 2 feet. Because true love never clips a bird's wings to keep it safe. True love is being the sky that gives those wings a reason to fly higher. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you found this video insightful or helpful, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel to support my work.